Hello anime lovers, welcome to the episode Decode channel. Today I'm going to decode Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 Episode 5. So without any delay, let's continue the story. The episode begins with Masamichi Yaga. When Yaga created Panda, the higher-ups had him arrested because he had created a cursed puppet whose cursed energy was generated from within itself. In simple words, Panda was alive just like a human. This was a huge deal because it meant Yaga could potentially create an entire army of puppets like Panda. The higher-ups wanted Yaga to reveal his technique, but he clearly refused because he knew they would misuse it. So he told them that Panda was created by accident and that it would never happen again. The story returns to the present, where we see that Yaga had created more automatic puppets and hidden them inside a forest. One puppet asks Yaga why he looks upset. Yaga says he won't be able to visit them for many days, but they'll be fine even without him. He explains that Master Tengen protects the forest and that their mother will continue visiting them. The puppets say goodbye to Yaga and tell him they'll miss him. On the other side, we see Panda, who has been captured by the higher-ups. They believe Yaga will definitely come for him. But Kusakabe frees Panda, saying that Yaga once did him a big favor and now he's returning it. Kusakabe had a sister whose son Takeru had died. The tragedy left her deeply traumatized and she could barely function. Yaga created a puppet using Takeru's information so that it could talk just like him. When Kusakabe's sister saw the puppet, she finally came out of her shock and hugged it. Yaga told them they couldn't take the puppet home, or the higher-ups might find out, so she would have to visit it in the forest. Kusakabe thanked Yaga for what he had done. Back in the present, a masked sorcerer appears before Yaga and asks where he is going. Yaga replies that he's going to meet his son, Panda. The sorcerer tells him that the higher-ups have sentenced him to death. If Yaga wants to survive, he should reveal how to create automatic puppets. Yaga responds that since Gojo isn't around, their courage has increased. He prepares to fight. Suddenly, he hears a guitar sound and realizes that Gakuganji has also come to kill him. A fight breaks out and Yaga is badly injured. Gakuganji tells the other sorcerer to leave. Then Yaga begins explaining the method of creating automatic puppets. He says you must copy soul information and place it inside the core of a cursed puppet. You need 3 souls inside one core, and they will observe each other. After about 3 months, an automatic puppet will be created. Gakuganji asks why he's telling him this now, when he could have survived by revealing it earlier. Yaga replies that this is a curse he is now passing on to him. Just then, Panda arrives running but realizes he came too late. His father Yaga is already gone. Panda rushes to him. Gakuganji asks if Panda isn't angry or going to fight him. Panda replies that he's not like other humans. Gakuganji had no personal hatred toward Yaga. He was simply following orders. But Panda says one thing, even a panda can cry. Panda then breaks down in tears over Yaga's death. Meanwhile, we see Yuji and Megumi, who were told by Tengen that Hakari has opened a fight club inside a building. Ordinary people come there to gamble while sorcerers fight each other. Before entering, Yuji and Megumi change their clothes. If Hakari discovers they are students from Jujutsu High, he might run away. Hakari had fought with the higher-ups and was suspended from school. Yuji wonders if Hakari will even help them. Megumi says that although Hakari is a troublesome guy, Yuta once said that Hakari might be even stronger than him. That's why they must recruit him for the Culling Games at any cost. At the entrance, bodyguards stop them and say this isn't a place for kids. Megumi says they came for the fight club. A guard tries to intimidate him with a punch, but Megumi doesn't even move. The guard says the first rule of the fight club is not to talk about the fight club. Megumi claims the fighter who told him about it is already dead, and he's here to take that fighter's place. The guard receives a call from his boss and says they're allowed inside, but Yuji, not Megumi, will fight. Megumi realizes their boss must be Hakari, who probably saw them through CCTV. Now Yuji has to impress everyone inside so he can meet Hakari, while Megumi tries to sneak in from outside. In the evening, Yuji enters the arena. A guard explains the 2 rules. Fighters cannot run away from the fight, and they cannot use cursed techniques because normal people can't see them, which would make the match boring. Euphomaten. Wint. Yuji asks what their boss is like. The guard says he'll see for himself. There are two kinds of matches, real fights and scripted fights written by the boss. If Yuji performs well, the boss might call him for a meeting. When Yuji enters the arena, he's surprised and happy to see that his opponent is Panda. Meanwhile, Hakari is watching through CCTV with Kirara, a former third-year Jujutsu High student. Hakari says the matches lately have been boring because very few people can defeat Panda. Yuji and Panda start fighting while entertaining the crowd. Yuji quietly asks Panda if he has met Hakari yet. Panda says no. Yuji throws light punches while Panda dramatically screams as if they hurt. Yuji then throws a fake punch, and Panda falls down pretending to lose. Hakari becomes impressed by Yuji and calls him to his office. Megumi, hiding in a guard's shadow, overhears this. Later, Panda meets Megumi in the forest and explains that Hakari usually stays in his office, but Panda can never reach it, probably because of Kirara's curse technique. Megumi asks if Kirara used to be a boy. Panda says yes, Kirara was a boy back in school. Now, everything depends on Yuji. Panda says Hakari will probably like Yuji's personality, but Yuji is terrible at lying. To avoid getting exposed, Panda and Megumi plan that once Yuji enters Hakari's room, they'll knock out the guards outside. Yuji wins a few more matches and is finally called to Hakari's room. Hakari asks Yuji if he wants to earn 10,000 yen a month by working only 1 hour a day. Yuji asks what the job is. Hakari says he must first pay 20,000 yen to buy a course to learn about it. Yuji immediately says it's a scam. Hakari agrees and explains that it's a famous scam where someone pretends to be rich and sells a course teaching others how to become rich. Many foolish people fall for it because of heat, the burning desire to become rich and change their lives. Hakari loves that heat. To him, it represents gambling. He believes everyone gambles in life, and the people who criticize gambling are simply afraid of losing. For Hakari, gambling is life itself. He wants to make his fight club famous across the country so he can control everyone's heat. Since the public now knows about cursed spirits, jujutsu sorcerers are in chaos, which makes this the perfect opportunity to expand his business. Hakari even wants Yuji to become part of it. Just then, Hakari receives a call. He asks Yuji if he wants something cold to drink. Yuji says anything is fine except alcohol. Hakari replies that Satoru Gojo also doesn't drink alcohol. Yuji then says he has never heard of Satoru Gojo. That lie instantly exposes him, because there isn't a single sorcerer in the world who doesn't know Gojo. Hakari realizes Yuji is from Jujutsu High and immediately attacks him, saying that Kirara is calling him, which means something suspicious is happening. Yuji tries to explain, but Hakari refuses to listen because now his excitement has cooled down. And that's where the episode ends. So friends, will Yuji and the others manage to convince Hakari? We'll find out in the next episode. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and share it. Tell me in the comments what you thought about this episode, and if you're new to the Episode Decode channel, be sure to subscribe and press the bell icon. I'll see you very soon with the next video.